week goes to LizardCo 2014, who said, yes, let's reclaim like a girl. And she was saying that in response to my video, how to run like a girl. Let's do it. I'm gonna make an Ask Cristen like a girl. Or would it be like a woman? Both? This week on Stuff I Never Told You, I talked about what it really means, to me at least, to run like a girl. On Wednesday, I talked about who invented glitter. On Friday, I talked about 5 places in the world where brides don't wear it right because I'm getting married. Now it's time for Ask Cristen. First of all, thanks to everybody watching. Comment on last week's Ask Cristen video. Why are Western female nipples naughty? I was especially interested by guys' takes on their own nipples. Cupcake McFluffy said, as a guy, if you have hair around the nipple which does not match the rest of the area around the nipple, yes, that is shameful for some reason. I have a feeling that nipple hair is a source of embarrassment for a lot of people. Sam Takara said, as a guy, I can't say I'm crazy about mine. I won't wear shirts or t-shirts when they're obvious, and I generally don't go around shirtless unless I'm at the beach or pool. Granted, I'm overweight, so it's not like I'm running around with a Terry Crews body, and that might be the key there. I hide my weight well, except for that. By that, I'm assuming he means his nipples. I'm so glad that I don't have to say the word nipple many more times in this video. Only 3 more times. Nipple, nipple, nipple. Now to this week's Ask Cristen question, which is coming from someone who would like to remain anonymous. I was wondering if you had any advice on how to overcome this insecurity of mine. I can't seem to shake the feeling that I'm a butterface. I find myself dreading going to the beach, hiding my body so no one sees how ugly my face is in comparison. How can I shake the seemingly unshakable issue? For people not familiar with this term, butterface, it is a horrible portmanteau smash up of the words but her face, as in she's super hot, butterface. The first thing we can do for the betterment or butterment, I'm just thinking about butter, of everybody is maybe just don't use these kinds of words. When you call someone a butterface, you are collapsing that entire person down to an isolated criticism about an isolated part of their body. That's, what's the word? Awful? My number one advice to this person who wrote in, based on my experience as well, I'm about to get all camp counselor on you. Focus on the inside first. What is it about those criticisms that are truly taking control of your life to the point that you don't want to be seen out in public? And by the same token, what is it inside of you that makes you you? One thing that I've learned the older that I get, and the more people say that I've dated, the outside stuff, yeah, of course it makes a difference in terms of initial attraction, but it's also the stuff on the inside. When you really get to know a person, that's the glue. I have been super attracted to people who are not conventionally attractive or who my friends didn't necessarily find attractive because there was something about personality or creativity or humor that just drew me to that person. If you let this fear of what your outside looks like take such control over you, none of that cool, unique inside stuff that really makes you you is gonna come out. Prioritizing of the inside over the outside, to me that's the hardest work of all of that. When you really think about the concept of personal body love and acceptance, that's downright radical. That's almost subversive. What you're saying is, all right, listen, I am going to ignore to the best of my abilities all of this overwhelming beauty standard BS, and I'm gonna do me the best I possibly can. And in the process of doing me, I'm gonna be really good to other people as well. Finally, when it does come to this outside stuff, I think it's worth remembering a little bit of science. Beauty standards that we see are often genetic anomalies. There are so many individual genes responsible for all of the different features on our face. And on top of those genes, you have all of the different possible genetic variations and combinations. Those models that you see, we always talk about how they won the genetic lottery. No, they just got a certain genetic makeup. And it's pretty rare. If everybody looked like a model, our standard of beauty would probably be something completely different. Enough for me, now I want to hear from you. What kind of advice do you have for learning how to accept and even love yourself inside and out? And what are the kinds of Butterface issues that you deal with? And guys, I want to hear from you as well. I know this is not a girl exclusive issue, so let me know in the comments below. And as always, ask me your questions so I can give you some answers, or maybe some anecdotes, definitely some thoughts, hopefully some advice.